This particular episode is dedicated to my fellow real estate brokers and my aspiring real estate brokers, because today we're going to be diving into the nitty-gritty of what makes real estate agents thrive, from the rookies to the seasoned pros. And even for those who have thought about going into the real estate world, get ready to crush it in the real estate game, because in this episode, I'm going to be unpacking some vital ingredients when it comes to training, teamwork, and leadership, and how to decide which real estate firm is the right one for you. Let's dive in. Welcome to Work It, Live It, Own It, a show that explores how to upgrade your lifestyle through life lessons, real estate, and entrepreneurship. Here's your hostess, SaCola Lehr. So as a realtor, this isn't my first rodeo. I've had to switch firms, and no doubt so have you. And when you're looking to join a real estate firm, it's essential. Let me say that again. It's essential to ask insightful questions to gain a clear understanding of a firm or brokerage's training, teamwork, and leadership practices. A lot of times we get so swept up into the name. Oh, this is a big brand. This is a big name. And I made that same mistake. I went off and thought I was joining a firm straight out of real estate school, thinking, hey, this is going to be the firm that suits me. There were no questions asked. There were no interviews or anything. I just signed up. I joined because I was sponsored by someone. And after being with that real estate firm for a year and a half, I realized it wasn't the right fit. And I tried to stay on. I tried to hang on. Even my husband said to me, why don't you switch? Because obviously they're not giving you what you need. They're not giving you the support that you need. And I had to think about this too. When I show up for a job interview, I wasn't just there to be asked questions. I was there to also interview them to get a feel if this was the right fit for me. So I want you to keep this in mind as I cover these 4 aspects: that you're not here as an employee. You are here as a business owner who wants to affiliate with another firm or another brokerage. And it is your responsibility to not just get swept up by all the oohs and ahs and all the bells and whistles and the shiny objects. Find out if this is the right firm for you. So let's unpack this. So step 1 is training that packs a punch. All right, so picture this. You're new in the real estate world and you're thinking, how on earth do I get started? Well, that's where the training comes in. Now, we're talking about the kind of training that not only teaches you the ropes, but also gives you the edge. So, here are some no-nonsense questions to ask when you show up. Question 1. What do you teach in your training programs? Question 2. Is there someone to show me the ropes as I'm getting my feet wet? So remember, the right training can be the rocket fuel that propels your career. Find out again, what do they teach in the training programs? Don't ask, do you have training programs? Of course, they may have some, and some firms don't. They want experienced agents, but find out what they teach in their training programs, and is there someone to show you the ropes as you're getting your feet wet? Now, let's talk about how the teamwork can make the dream work. Teamwork is important. It's not just a buzzword. It's the secret sauce. So in real estate, you're not flying solo, especially when you're starting out. You're part of a team. They don't make money unless you make money. That's how it works. But what does that really mean for you? Well, here's the scoop. I'm going to give you 2 questions. So when you have a chance, make sure you download, save this episode, share it with your other realtors, other people who are thinking about joining the real estate journey. So here's 2 questions on how to figure out whether real estate brokerage is all about the teamwork that can actually make the dream work. Question 1, how do you encourage teamwork and sharing of ideas? Next, can you give me some examples of how realtors have teamed up to score big wins? Allow them to give you examples of what they have done, what they have put in place, and believe you me, when you've got a crew of like-minded folks in your corner, amazing things can happen. Next is leading the way to success. Now, leadership is not about titles. It's not about the GCI or the gross commissions. It's not all about that. It's about growth. It's about guidance. It's about becoming your best self. So if you're aiming to climb the ladder, then you've got to know how leadership works. And leadership, 9 times out of 10, is done by example, not just by words. So here are 2 questions that you can ask to find out about their leadership style. Question 1, what kind of leaders does the firm look up to and why? Question 2, can you tell me some success stories where someone's leadership paved the way? Now remember, leaders aren't born. This is not a natural talent. Leaders are made. And in the right environment, you can bloom into the leader you've always wanted to be. So make sure you're in the right environment to do so. All right, here's the final segment. Let's talk about support and high fives. You want success, right? We all do. We want to be successful, but success is a 2-way street. And if the firm's got your back and you bring your A game, you got what it takes to bring your A game, then let's sit down and let's talk logistics. Because question 1, to find out if they have your back, is how do you measure the success for agents like myself? If they're all about the numbers, data, how much commissions they brought into the office, and you're not all about that, because some people are just not always about the prestige. Some people just don't want to be introduced and saying, hey, they've sold this many millions of dollars, and you're just basically bringing them on or you on because you're going to bring them more money. Are you looking for the holistic approach? This person is phenomenal. They reach out into the community. They do all types of volunteer work. That is where they've actually gotten a lot of their business from, because they reach out into the community. They are looked upon as a trusted advisor. So look for things like that if you are looking for the holistic approach. So to recap with those questions about support and high fives, how do you measure success for agents like myself? Question 2, what tools and support do you provide to help me knock it out of the park? Again, success is a 2-way street. If you are out here doing the work, you're doing the legwork, you're doing the footwork, and they're just sitting up here collecting a commission split, and then they want to give you rave reviews about how much money you've brought in. Think about that, for example. Are you really truly valuable to them, or are you just valuable for what you can bring into the firm? Find out what tools and what support the firm is going to provide you to help you knock it out the park. And if they don't, then you have to decide whether that is the right place for you. So remember, again, success of your business is a team effort. And with the right tools and support, you're bound to hit your stride. It may not be overnight like some people. Everybody is not going to have the same path. They're not going to have the same journey. I definitely sure did not. But again, you have the power to interview and ask thought-provoking questions. And if a firm, just like in a regular interview, at the end of your conversation, they ask you, do you have any other questions? If there is someone around and available to talk to, then find out, is it all right if I reach out to or speak to another broker who has been in your firm for a very long time? And the reason why I suggest this is to find out, what is it about this brokerage or firm that keeps this person showing up or allows themselves to be affiliated with this firm? And that may give you additional insight. All right, my fellow real estate adventurers, that's a wrap for today's episode. So whether you're starting from scratch, you're thinking about joining or becoming a realtor, or you've been around the block for a moment, remember this: training, teamwork, and leadership are the keys to unlocking your real estate dreams. And hey, if you're loving what you're hearing, make sure to hit that subscribe button and download my episodes. We've got more real estate real talk and more insights and more inspiration coming your way. But before I go, I've got 2 questions for you. And please head over to workitliveitownit.com and leave me a voice message, or you can do the same on Spotify or leave me a review on Apple Podcasts. But here's 2 questions I want to ask you. What's the one thing you're taking away from today's episode? And what topics do you want me to tackle in the future? Drop me a line, let me know. Until next time, keep hustling, keep exploring, but most importantly, keep working, living, and owning it in your everyday lives. Take care.